people. Welcome to Dose of Day. My name is Day. Welcome to my channel. I am excited to get started. This is my first video, so please show me some love. And this is going to be a little bit of a different first video. I know a lot of people come onto YouTube and they do a get to know me video. I will tell you a little bit about myself, but this is going to be a birthing video because surprise, surprise, I am pregnant. I am 34 weeks pregnant and I am so excited. Me and my fiance are having our second child. This is a girl. And we are just elated. And a lot of people have been asking me questions about my birthing choice. I am choosing to do home birth. So this is what this video is going to be all about. Home birth Q&A. So please stay tuned. I have a bunch of questions that my friends and family and people on Instagram asked about my choice to do home birth. So I'm going to start off just telling you a little bit about myself. I am a fiance. I am a mother of now 2. So I have a 5-year-old daughter. I live in Maryland, Prince George's County, Maryland. Stand up, please. And I'm just figuring it out, okay? I'm figuring it out. I am 30 years old. I am figuring everything out as I go. I decided to get on YouTube because I really wanted to document myself figuring it out. So what you all will see from me is lifestyle videos, motherhood videos. Little secret, we are moving in about, 3 or 4 months or something. So you'll see some DIY projects that I'm going to attempt to do, okay? We're going to say attempt because, baby, I am not a home decor specialist, but we're going to work it out, okay? Because we're buying our first home. So please stay tuned for any videos that I have, but this one is going to be particularly about home birth. I chose to do home birth this time around. I did not do that with my first daughter. Again, she's 5, and this time around I have a new perspective. I have different views. I have a different mindset. And a lot has changed in 5 years. So given that, let's get started. Sorry, my fiance was calling me. He kind of threw me off a little bit. But let me just get into the video. I know you guys are tired of me talking and y'all want to know about why I chose home birth in the first place. So one of my biggest reasons for choosing home birth was because I wanted a more catered experience. That is one of my biggest things. I didn't necessarily like my first experience in the hospital. I think some people would describe my experience as a normal experience in the hospital. But for me, I don't want that to be normal. Okay, so I decided that it was just best to go with a more catered to me route. And I know that for some people that sounds selfish, but when you're having a whole human come out of your vagina after you have grown them for nearly 10 months, I think it's fair to say you can be a little selfish, okay? Get it right.
Who gonna check me, boo?
So I just feel like I needed a more catered experience with a home birth and a midwife and doulas. They just give you the time, attention you need. Time and attention. That's what I need. I'm sorry, I need time and attention. I am doing this for the second time and I want to do it better the second time around. So that was my biggest reason for choosing home birth. My second reason was because I really knew that in these coronavirus times, this pandemic time, I really, really wanted who I wanted to be there. And obviously we know in a hospital setting, they're allowing the dad or the whatever support system, and that's it. right now. So I just didn't agree with that. And I felt like I really, really need my people to be there if I want them to be there. Not just, oh, I can only have so-and-so there. Sorry, wasn't for me. So that was one of my second reasons for choosing home birth. And just third, I wanted to do this all natural. I want to do this all natural. I know it sounds crazy, y'all. I know we have medicine. It's up to date. Okay. Sorry, not for me. This time around, I want to do this all natural. I want to see what my body can do. I want to push my body to the limit that it can go, because we are made for this. We are made for this. And yes, I am scared. Yes, I am nervous. Duh. But I'm just trying to do it. I want to do it. Why not experience something that you have not experienced before with something that is capable of doing that? It just makes sense. It makes sense. It's a puzzle piece for me right now. So those are my reasons. Those are my reasons why I really wanted to do home birth. Call me crazy. I am not totally holistic, but I do agree with a lot of holistic practices, and I try not to use medicine as much as I can. Like, I don't even take an Advil when I have a headache. So why would I want to again do a epidural? Again, I've learned a lot. And after learning, honey, epidural is not for moi. And I do not condemn anyone that is going to do that or would like to do that, but not me this time around. And hopefully if there's another time around, I wouldn't want to do it then either. I'm gonna take a sip of water, y'all, because I'm 34 weeks pregnant. I'm like, I need water every second, literally. Like every second. But let's get back into the question. First question. Do they do the room that you're having the baby in? Oh, what do they do to the room that you're having the baby in? Sorry. So your house is going to turn into a birthing center, okay? Or wherever you choose to do this. Like, I don't know if midwives are like, no, we don't want to come to a hotel. I have no idea. From my understanding, you can choose where you want to give birth, with most midwives in, I believe, most states. Please don't quote me, because I am not a specialist, and I am not a doctor, and I am not a doula, and I am not a nurse practitioner, okay? But from my understanding, you can have your birth wherever you like, in the confines of your own space. So whether that's your home, your apartment, your condo, I would not suppose that you want to go to work and in your office, but you know, your space. I am having mine at home. I am also choosing a water birth. So I will have a pool setting coming into my living room, and we're going to put it in the living room. We're going to fill it up, and that's where I would like to have the baby. Of course, you know, you cannot you cannot predict if your child will come before that tub fills up or not. I'm sorry. You can also not predict if you'll end up having your baby on the couch, okay? But my expectation is to be in the pool, hopefully. So they're not turning it into anything. Actually, it's up to me to make the space what I want it. So I can have nice dim lights if I want. I can open up all of the windows and make it super, super bright if I want. I can have a bunch of candles burning if I want. I can even have rock music playing in the back, country music playing in the back if I want to. have that in that living room space that the pool is going to be in. It's really up to me to create the environment that I want. And my unofficial doula is actually helping me curate that space right now. Shout out to Sham. She is helping me curate that list of things that I want. So actually, the midwives in your birthing team, they do nothing to the room. That's your space. The only thing they do is bring what they need to assist you in getting that baby out safely. That's it. So I hope that answered the question of what they do to the room that you're having your baby in for home birth. So second question. All right. Do you get the epidural if you want to? No, ma'am, no, Pam. You cannot get the epidural during home birth. This is going to be sweet and simple answer to this question. No, the purpose is that you are having a natural home birth, and at least my midwife has never mentioned having those type of narcotics on hand. Plus, when you go into the hospital setting and you ask for an epidural, you have to have an anesthesiologist to come and like stick that big needle in your back. You have to sign some forms and ... Okay, look, I don't see none of that happening in my home, and nor do I want it to. So no, you cannot get the epidural during a home birth. Third question. So the third question was, how many people are on the doctor's team? So let's just clarify, this is not a doctor's team. This is a midwife team. She comes with birthing assistants, and it was a midwife of my choice. And so my midwife typically brings 1 to 2 birthing assistants, depending on the mother, depending on the situation. So I may have 2 because my doula, my official doula, may not get here in time because she is out of town. Wah, wah, wah. But I may have 2 that my midwife brings. But for the most part, it will definitely be 2 people here. It will definitely be 2 people here to assist me in transitioning my baby girl into the world. So 2 is the answer. Not a doctor's team, midwife and birthing team, and we will have 2 people here to help me. Given there are some complications which we are not speaking into existence, I would need to be transferred to a hospital if I need more people to assist me with anything else. By the way, these are really good questions. Most people, at least as far as I know in my area, aren't really experiencing home birth and talking about it. And so these are really great questions because a lot of people just have no idea about home birth options. Like, this is foreign to a lot of people still, and it's 2022. So I'm really glad that I can be a source of information, even though I haven't even gone through it yet. So I'm glad that I can be some type of source of information for others to kind of gather their thoughts about what they might want to do, or just to kind of get more information. People are curious, and I get that. And that's why I'm doing this Q&A. All right, so the last question, I don't know if we're on 3 or 4. I lost count, okay? Pregnancy brain. We are going to blame it on pregnancy brain. But the last question, I actually already touched on the question. If you have complications, what will the team do? So if you have complications, then you are immediately going to the hospital, okay? So it's very important to know how far away your local hospital is, because if there is something that just happens to come up, which God forbid happens, or you don't want to happen, you really do need to know where it is and how long it's taking. You need to drive there, do a couple of test drives with traffic, without traffic, to see how long it's taking you to get to the hospital. Because it's important. You're having a baby. No, you don't want to have your baby in that setting, because you obviously chose home birth, which is my experience. I obviously chosen home birth. And I don't want to have my baby in the hospital. But yes, it's important for me to know how far it is away. And luckily for me, my local hospital is 4 minutes away, literally 4 minutes away until you get to the door. Maybe that's 5 minutes away, okay? So 5 minutes away. So lucky for me, I can get urgent care if I need it. But again, I'm going into this preparing for a smooth home birth. I am preparing myself physically and mentally. Physically is important. Yes, you need to do some yoga. Yes, you need to do some stretches. Yes, there are things that you need to do. So don't just think, oh, home birth, I can just lay back. Yes, you can lay back, but please get yourself together. Get yourself together before you embark on this journey, because it is a different journey, and it is not the traditional American journey. And we'll talk about that a little later. But the traditional American pregnancy delivery journey is not to have your baby at home. And so you just want to make sure you're prepared for any and all options. And if complications do arrive, you'll have something. If they arise, you'll have something that is, I guess, assuring to you to know that you have a backup plan. So that's your plan B, okay? But we are not speaking that into existence on this side. But thanks for asking the question. Okay, so that was all of the questions asked. Again, thank you for watching my first video. It's my first video, and I'm 34 weeks pregnant. Just starting YouTube. I get it. It's a little crazy because I should be preparing for this baby, but best believe I am still doing that. I just was like, why haven't I been documenting a lot of these things? And what better way for you to get to know me right off the bat is to let you know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And so I'm glad you joined this Q&A. I'm so glad you viewed it. Thank you so much. I'm so excited, like so excited to go through this journey. I'm nervous. Yes, don't let none of these smiles fool you. I am nervous, but I just know it's going to be okay. And I just know that this is going to be a beautiful experience. I have chosen a wonderful midwife. I have chosen a wonderful partner to go through this experience with. And he is going to make sure that I'm okay. Okay. He's new to this too, but he's going to make sure that I'm okay. So I'm excited to share this with my family, friends, and even some colleagues. They were curious too, honey. So I am so excited. Thank you again for watching my video. Please look forward to more. And if you have some more questions, please do drop them in the comments below. If you have a concern, I don't really know what to do with that, but we can talk about it. So thank you again. Thank you, good people. Love you. Bye.